You know those HOA neighborhoods that pretend to be peaceful, but behind the flowers and picket fences, there's something darker going on? Well, when I moved into Maplewood Estates, I didn't just get a house. I got a stalker. And her name was Linda, the HOA chairwoman. This is the story of how she tried to destroy my life, and how I exposed her secret that shocked the entire community. Scene 1, Moving In. When I bought my townhome, I was excited. Quiet area. Nice people. Zero drama. At least, that's what I thought. But on my second day, a letter appeared on my door in huge red letters. It said, "Your garbage can was visible from 4:12 p.m. to 4:19 p.m. Yes. 7 minutes. I laughed it off. But then I got another notice. And another. 9 violations in 2 weeks. Everyone in the neighborhood kept whispering the same name. Linda. Short, sharp, and always followed by an eye roll. Scene 2, Meeting Linda. My official introduction to her happened when she knocked on my door holding a clipboard like a weapon. She said, "Welcome. We expect compliance." Then she gave me a smile that felt like a threat. After that, the violations became ridiculous. My doormat was the wrong shade of brown. My porch light was too warm. My tire touched my grass by half an inch. A leaf stayed on my lawn for too long. Who times a leaf? Scene 3, The camera clip. I felt like someone was watching me. Times, minutes, exact seconds were on every complaint. So I installed a cheap motion sensing camera. That same night, I got my answer. At 3:14 a.m., a figure appeared in front of my house. A small woman, flashlight in hand, measuring the height of my grass. Linda. The HOA chairwoman. Sneaking around like a spy in beige sweaters and pearl earrings. The next morning, I went to the HOA office. A nervous receptionist named Eli slid me a folder. He whispered, "Pretend you didn't get this from me." Inside were dozens of complaint forms. All written by Linda. All about me. Some filed at 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 5:30 a.m. She wasn't enforcing rules. She was obsessed. Scene 4, The HOA meeting. There was an emergency meeting, and I showed up. The room went silent. Linda stood at the head of the table, chin up, acting like a queen. She said, "Mr. Parker, that's not even my last name, but okay. You have 27 violations in 30 days. I placed my camera on the table and hit play. The room gasped. Linda creeping around my property at night. Taking photos. Measuring shrubs. Peering into windows. One board member whispered, "Is she serious?" Linda snapped. "This video is edited. Fake. You're attacking me." She started rambling, shaking, sweating. Then she screamed, "You weren't supposed to know," and ran out of the room. Just bolted. Scene 5, The note. The next morning, a handwritten violation was taped to my door. It said, "Stop digging. You have no idea what you're inviting." Creepy. Then, at 4:23 a.m., my camera caught her again. Dropping the note. Behind her, in her window, I saw a strange blue light. Not a lamp. Not a TV. It pulsed, like a server. Why does an HOA chairwoman have server racks in her house? Scene 6, The meeting behind the mailbox. That night, Eli texted me. "Meet me behind the mailboxes at 8. Come alone." He looked terrified. Kept checking over his shoulder. He said, Linda doesn't just enforce rules. She monitors people. I asked, monitors how? He whispered. She has cameras. Everywhere. Hidden. She tracks residents. She scores them for compliance. My stomach dropped. Why me? I asked. Eli hesitated. Then whispered. You moved into her son's old house. Her son? He disappeared. Years ago. Scene 7, the break-in. The next week, things went crazy. Mailbox broken. Tires slashed. Water shut off. I checked my indoor vents and found something that made my blood run cold. A tiny black lens. A hidden camera. Inside my house. I tore open other vents. More cameras. 5 total. Then I heard footsteps on my porch. Slow. Heavy. I checked the doorbell camera. It was Linda. Staring into the camera. Holding a key. My key. She tried the lock. And it clicked. She started opening the door. Scene 8, the confrontation. I didn't hide. I waited. The door creaked. Linda stepped inside. Her face was twisted, confused, angry, sad all at once. You weren't supposed to find the cameras, she whispered. I asked, where is your son? She froze. Then whispered. He was supposed to stay forever. If he had listened, nothing bad would have happened. Her voice cracked. I keep this neighborhood perfect. Safe. Predictable. And when people don't follow the rules. She gave a cold smile. I make them. I lifted my phone, recording everything. You're done. I have proof. She didn't panic. She laughed. You think the board will believe you over me? Then she stopped. Looked terrified. No, he's coming, stop screaming at me. She began yelling at someone who wasn't there. Or maybe, someone she thought was there. Her son. She ran out of my house in tears. Scene 9, the search. I called the police. They found the hidden cameras. Took statements. Then searched Linda's house. What they found shocked everyone. Screens showing hacked feeds of neighbors' homes, binders with compliance scores, maps of the entire neighborhood, server racks humming with blue lights, records of every homeowner going back 12 years. And in the basement, a framed picture of Linda and a teenage boy, her son. Behind it, a note in his handwriting. Mom, I can't live under your rules anymore. Don't try to find me. He didn't disappear. He ran away. When I moved into his old room, she fixated on me. She tried to control me the same way she tried to control him. Scene 10, the aftermath. Linda was removed by the HOA board. Charged with multiple crimes. The community slowly went back to normal. But 2 weeks later, I found a letter in my mailbox. No address. Just a note inside. Thank you for freeing me. Signed, Eli. But when I showed it to the HOA office, they told me Eli had quit the day Linda was arrested. And no one has seen him since. Outro. If you ever move into a neighborhood with an HOA, be careful. You might think they're just about lawns and garbage cans. But sometimes, there's something much darker hiding behind the rules.